Jojo, come here. Come here. Come here, Mama. Come here. Come here. Say hello to everybody. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here. Ah! Ah! Josie. Oh my God. Okay. Well, here's Josie. You say hi? No? You're not feeling it? Get comfortable. Come on. Come on. Oh, never mind. Welcome back to my channel. I am Jazz and this is Jazz with a Z. For today's video, I want to talk a little bit about my dog Josie's diet. As you can see from the title, she is a vegan, and I know if you're hearing that, you're like, oh my God, these vegans, they're just trying to take on everything vegan. But please continue watching. You'll find some more information out about her diet and, you know, is it okay for dogs to be vegan? What's the big deal? Is she going to suffer from a diet of vegetables and fruit? Do dogs actually need meat to survive? It's good questions that I am willing and happy to answer. I am going to feature a dog food that Josie, a dog food that Josie eats. It is B-Dog, which I will talk about later in this video, but I just want you to know that I pay for this with my own money, and I am not sponsored by B-Dog, although I will gladly take a sponsorship. B-Dog, I 100% believe in your product. It is great, and I am so happy to review it. Before we get to that, quick update on my ankle. I think in my last video I told you I just went to the one crutch, and I've been on one crutch since then. So that was, I filmed that on Sunday, so it's been a week. I'm still using the one crutch, but I have started being able to walk. When I tell you, it is so awkward and painfully slow. It's very similar to what I would imagine feels like to walk with a pirate with a peg leg, because the boot is higher than my other leg, and so it's just like this wobble, and the balance is okay, not very steady. Oh, another thing, the elephant in the room. I'm back in my apartment. I've been here since Wednesday, which is so nice, but it has its own challenges, but trust and believe, I thoroughly enjoy being back home. Josie also enjoys being back home. I do miss being at my parents' house. She does too. But we're pretty much settled back in. At first it was really, really weird. But being back in my community has been so nice. When I tell you, oh my gosh, so I walked her. I moved back Wednesday night, and so, what was it? Thursday afternoon, I was taking her for a walk after work, and like the normal route we normally take, and I had people like, hey, where you been? Where you been? There's some neighbors that I love so much, and they stopped me. We had a good conversation. People honked at me. So, oh my gosh, community is everything, and what you put into your community, you never know what you get out or what kind of impression you make. Because like, I see people all the time, and I'm a friendly person. Like, I will say hi as we're passing, and I've made quite a few you know, friends, neighbors, and we're real friendly. Josie has her friends that are at the park, but gosh, I didn't think I was gonna get all that when I was walking, but it was awesome. It really was. So into this video review about Josie's diet. So Josie, actually coming up at the end of the month will be our 1 year anniversary. I adopted her at the end of September last year, and it's been so great. I got her from ARPO, Rescue or Adoption Agency. I don't know if they're around the States, but they're here locally in Indiana. She was at a Petco, and I'll do a video on our journey together. But yeah, so I've had Josie for almost a year now, and she went vegan. I changed her food, and it was after I got her, because she was on another food, and I've owned animals. I used to work, my very first job was in a pet store, and so you don't want to cut them cold turkey. So actually my research into a vegan dog food lifestyle started back with my other dog, Harley, who recently passed. Harley was an older German Shepherd mix, and very common in those breeds is hip problems once they get older. So I was walking Harley every day after work, and that was just our routine, and we loved it. And then I just noticed slowly, like, she was slowing down, and she wasn't able to go as far, like our normal walking routine. And then one day she just would not get up. I was like, come on, like, you can tell she wanted to, but she couldn't. And then she had like jumped on my mom's bed, and she like cried out in pain, and I'm freaking out like, oh my god. So I take her to the vet, and they said, she's got some inflammation in her hips, maybe a pinched nerve, and they put her on some anti-inflammatory, and that did help, because I was not gonna let my baby just be sitting in pain. Like, and you can tell, like, she had a lot of life, a lot of energy, and she wanted to go on these walks, but it hurt so bad. So she was on the pain reliever, which, oh my god, it's a whole headache to try to give to her. And just knowing what I know about health and what in my body, I didn't want to keep her on that medication. So like, what can I do? Like, I've been able to cure myself with food. I'm sure it's the same thing with dogs. So at this time I was already vegan, so I was just, I was not that vegan that like everything had to be vegan. Like, I want everything. I didn't want to just make her vegan if she needed to eat, if she had to eat meat, because there are animals that survive on meat, but I wasn't 100% sure with dogs. So after doing research, I found that dogs are actually omnivores, so they can survive on a diet of meat and fruits and vegetables. I don't know, but I know a lot of people whose dogs, like my other dog Charlie who passed, he loved carrots. I know people whose dogs love green beans or sweet potatoes. Like, you can get sweet potato treats, and in regular dog food there's usually like this protein, like a chicken, and then they have rice and vegetables, so making them omnivores. Seeing that they are omnivores, they can survive on a diet of fruits and vegetables, so a vegetarian / vegan diet. They can survive on that alone. During this research, I found, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to just make her food, which I was willing to do. Like, this is my baby, well, mostly my mom's baby, but my baby too. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make her food. And then I found B-Dog, and there was this allergen-free dog food. I actually have a box here. So I did my research. I was on their website. They have lots of testimonials, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna order a bag, and we'll see how she does on this food, because like at this point it's the better option than keeping her on this anti-inflammatory pill. Like, I didn't want her to have to take it. I could not keep trying to wrestle this dog to get it down her throat either. So food, way better idea. So I order her food through their website. You can find it on other websites, which I will get to later. And I ship it to my house. She gets it. Like I said in the beginning, like, you want to wean your dog off any food before you switch it, because cutting it off cold turkey can cause stomach upset. So I weaned her off her food. She didn't have that much left anyway, so it worked out. And it took about 2 weeks of her being strictly on V-Dog, and she was totally fine. No problems, no hip pain, no whining. She had all her energy back. Her coat was a lot healthier. Just total 180. I literally couldn't believe it. So at this point I was hooked. Like, V-Dog is everything. I know other people with older dogs, and I was like, you know, just try V-Dog, try it out. It is a great brand. So I have the bag here, which we will see if I can get open. Seeing that I'm in this awkward chair and I don't want to fall. So with the subscription, I do the monthly subscription, and it is the cheaper option. You can get it however often your dog needs food. And so they have, I think it's two different, so they have one that's for small dogs, and then they have one that's for like a medium or large, and that's what I get. It's a 30-pound bag. So at the time, Harley was on this food. I adopted Josie, so I put her on this food as well. At the time with the 2 dogs, they both didn't eat a lot. So I had got the bag every month delivered through their website, and it was a monthly thing. So here is the dog food, V-Dog. So looking at the bag, it says R Never Ever. So it's wheat, corn, soy, animal products, fake stuff, fillers, animal byproduct free. This food has been everything for my dogs. Josie, like, she was on, they had her on just like your basic dog kibble. Seeing that the people that I work for, they deal with a lot of dogs. So I switched her, and when I first got her, she did have tummy problems. But when I switched her, gone, her coat, great, her energy, great. She's never been lacking on anything. Super hyper. That hasn't changed at all. I know this, I follow them on Instagram. You should check their Instagram out. Like I said, if you're interested or want to learn more, if your dog has, any allergy problems, with tummy problems, skin problems, like my dog, arthritis or anything, definitely give this a try. Especially if they're on a lot of medications for different things. Give this food a try. People have posted all kinds of like really bad skin problems, heat rashes, tummy problems, and their dogs have benefited so well from this food. And it's just a great community. They I believe it was 2 women, and they was able to come up with this brand. It's a quality brand. They believe in what they do, and it's so amazing to see. So they have some interesting facts about dogs being vegan, like kind of talked about on the side of this, because dogs are not carnivores, they are omnivores. Cats, on the other hand, are carnivores. I've done research on cats as well. I do not own a cat, but I was thinking about getting one, and so I was kind of looking at, you know, what their options are for diet, but I won't get into that because that has nothing to do with this video. So we're going to, looking at the ingredients, the first ingredient, dried peas, pea protein, brown rice, oatmeal, potato protein. Those are the first few ingredients, and then, you know, it's just a whole list of things. But it's all, you know, none of those other things that like fillers, corn, wheat, anything like that is not in there. So it's made with pea protein. Our Yummy formula is packed with 24% plant-based protein that dogs go nuts for. They save animals, reduces energy, preserves land, conserves water, dogs thrive. They said since 2005, we've seen thousands of pooches and counting live long, happy lives on V-Dog. They also have biscuits, which I was supposed to order with this box, but dealing with my ankle, I completely spaced it. She still has another open bag of food, so we haven't even opened this bag yet, and probably won't for a little bit. So she's set, and so I've changed the delivery amount. It's really easy to do on their website. You can also order V-Dog through Chewy if you already use Chewy. My mom so when I moved, she got the subscription for the V-Dog through Chewy, and she was getting it delivered to them. And thank you so much, Chewy, because she had just got a shipment in on dog food, and she was just trying to see if she could return it because Harley had passed. And they were so kind. They refunded her money, and they told her just to keep it and donate it to a shelter, which is so amazing. So thank you, Chewy, for that, and allowing my mom to be in a position to help other animals. So thank you so much. So with Josie being on a plant-based diet, I do feed her the V-Dog. To that, sometimes I'll add some long grain brown rice when I have some left over. I'll add some other vegetables that I've cooked without any seasoning on it to her. She loves sweet potatoes. She likes carrots. She likes green beans. Sometimes she likes broccoli. She can be a little funny with it. But apple slices she'll eat sometimes. She doesn't really do treats just because I don't buy them, and it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter to her. But like I said, I wanted to try, I think they're called Wilgo biscuits. They have like a blueberry kind that I want to try for her. So I'll get that on my next shipment. But on their website and on their Instagram, you'll see different pictures of people who they add different things to their V-Dog. You don't have to, but it's just, something to switch their dinner up or their breakfast up with, different recipes that they have. But with Josie, seeing that I'm a whole foods plant-based vegan, that's what I have here, and she loves it. She loves the sweet potatoes, like I said, and the rice. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, she loves beans. If I have to give her beans. She knows when I cook beans. So tonight I have some beans from earlier today, so I'll add some beans to her dinner. She loves lentils. If you put lentils in rice or beans and rice with her, she's just like me, because I love beans and rice. I can eat that all day. She will be so happy. Normally she kind of she's very nosy, so she'll be eating, she hears something outside, she'll run out on the patio and then just kind of come back and go and eat as she pleases. But if there's beans and rice and her food, she will eat it all. She don't care what's happening. Somebody could be breaking down the door and she will not stop if there's beans and rice. I shouldn't have said that. Maybe somebody be waiting me to give her beans and rice and try to come break in my place. But yeah, so yeah, she has been great. She loves it. If we go places and people offer her a treat, I say sure. Half the time she's not gonna eat it. She'll do that thing where they take it and then just drop it. So but yeah, and for me, it's not so much of the ethics of being a vegan that I'm putting on her, but just it's more of the health part, because with the animal byproducts and animal products, I know what that is and the damage it can do for myself. And I was concerned, especially with Harley, because of the arthritis and the inflammation in her hips, that could be contributing. And from switching to a plant-based diet, I found that it must be true. It with the plants reverse the damage of the years of eating that animal byproduct dog food. She does great on it, and I highly recommend it, especially for older dogs or dogs with allergies. Definitely try a plant-based diet for your dog. and see if anything changes. Whether you use VDOG or you start making your own food with brown rice, you can use protein like beans and stuff like that. You just want to make sure your dog is getting the protein they need. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please shout out VDOG. Check them out, seriously. Definitely a quality brand for your dogs, because dogs are family and you don't want to just feed them anything. So yeah, that's the end. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's it. I'm happy to be back home. So yeah, back in my apartment, chilling out. Thanks so much for watching. Thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel. Holla at your girl.